Hi, I'm Joe with Pentagon Farm Center, and today we're going to look at the PTO functions on this Fendt 714 Gen 6 tractor. So here we are in the cab. Let's go ahead and fire it up. So we'll go ahead and hit our check marks and we'll load our settings, and I'll just make a quick point here. You can select the last settings that the tractor was operated in or preferred settings that you've set up in the monitor, and we'll go over setting those up in a different video, but for today we're just going to click on the last settings. So in doing that, if we had a PTO speed selected the last time we ran the tractor, it would already be lit up here. But for today, we have nothing selected. So we're going to select our PTO speed first on our PTO screen here. So we've got 1,000 shaft in. So we're going to select 1,000. And now the PTO is ready to go. So we have our two PTO switches down on the armrest here. Of course, the front one is for the front PTO if we were so equipped, and the rear one is for the rear PTO. To activate the PTO, we need to push the button twice. So now the PTO is active. It's showing the PTO rotating on our PTO screen here, and it is also showing it on the dash. And as we raise our engine RPM, it will raise our PTO RPM accordingly. So we'll go ahead and shut that off. Now if we wanted to do stationary PTO operation, that is also shown through the dash here, and that's this button right here. So if we wanted to say run an auger and hop out of the tractor, but we wanted it to stay running, we would have to activate that function. So now that it's active, we can start our PTO, but we need to have the park brake applied, we need to be in neutral, and we need to be sitting in the operator's seat in order to activate that function. So if I were to go ahead and start the PTO again, the PTO is running, and now I could get out of the seat and the PTO would stay running. Let's go ahead and stop her one more time. So just another thing I wanted to point out is if we hit the PTO button once, it will also pull up our PTO speed selection. So if we want to change, for instance, to 540, we could hit the button once, select 540, and now 540 is selected. All right, let's hop out of the cab and we'll take a look at the exterior switches on the fenders. A new feature on the Fendt Gen 6 is we can now activate the PTO from outside the tractor. This button will do a few functions. We can bump the PTO by just pushing and holding the button briefly, like that, or we can activate the PTO by pushing and holding the button. When this little red light turns on, that tells us the PTO is active. And to shut it off, we can just hit the button one more time.